waking up in the mornings now, it's just sad. Where have my 10 a.m. kickoff's gone?
It is. You get so used to it when it's happening daily for the last fortnight or so, and now gone the days.
Feel like pure shit. Just want my 10 a.m. kickoffs back.
Why did I have a feeling that was going to come when you started?
I don't care if it was Tunisia against. I forgot who it was they were playing. Like, I'll take it.
Yes, Tunisia, Australia was the game. Because it was literally on when we recorded last.
Yeah, that's why I was like, who was it again?
But we're halfway through the tournament as well.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. Is that depressing? Not really. This tournament's been mixed.
Yeah, it's excitement but mehness at the same time. This tournament.
There's a lot of meh, but it's made the better moments seem all the more exciting.
Yeah, 100%. I have to agree with you. I mean, 17 0-0s at half time.
Yes, nobody wants to do anything in the first half. They're too busy. It's like a boxing fight. They're trying to feel each other out for 45 minutes.
Or more like 55 minutes with the amount of stoppage time. Let's be real.
Yeah. The added time has been nuts.
That's
a fun.
But I mean,
because we know why they're doing. They're adding a minute on for every incident that happens. They're doing an NFL sort of thing where they stop the clock almost.
Yeah, they stop the clock, but don't stop the clock.
Don't stop the clock. Yeah. We don't get to see the stop clock. I kind of hope this doesn't go over to England as much as I hate time wasting. This is horrific.
Well, I'm sure I saw reports of the weekend saying that they weren't planning on bringing it over into the Premier League anyway.
So as long as the Premier League just uses common sense for a change.
Like, there's no point adding the stoppage time on when a player's coming at half time because there's nothing happening. Yet this World Cup, they seem to be doing it when a player comes on at the start of the second half. Like, you're not losing any time because the ref hasn't blown the whistle yet. So what are you adding time onto the substitutions for?
And we could also say that the English refs aren't a big fan of it either because Anthony Taylor couldn't wait to fucking finish South Korea versus Ghana yesterday.
Oh, yeah. He looks like he's ready to come back over.
He's like, screw this, I'm mad enough now. I don't care if you got a corner, that's it.
Yeah. Which is something...
you're a manager coming up to me, are you? Well, here's your red card. Get lost.
Exactly. I ain't got time for this bullshit.
It's about we still haven't... I know we've only had one red card, but no outfield player has been sent off yet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
One red card in actual football, right? It's a Welsh goalkeeper doing a kung fu kick.
Now we've said that, there'll be a red card in every match.
We'll get one tonight. Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at
Cody Gakpo for Netherlands.
No. It
would be the Netherlands. They're too boring to do anything.
It'll be Iran versus USA later.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Exactly. That'll be the one that gets the first outfield red card. I can call it now.
If Wales weren't England wasn't happening, I would so be watching that game. Although I'm probably going to find a way to have it on as well.
Yeah, there's ways to get both on at the same time.
But because my dad just can't be into it, I'm stuck with whatever England Wales is going to be.
England Wales is BBC One and the iPlayer. So
yeah,
both on the iPlayer.
I think we knew that one.
Whilst Iran USA is on BBC Two and also the iPlayer. So you can just get two.
There's a thing with BBC Two. If it ends up doing good on there, it gets moved to BBC One. So maybe at half time they'll just put this better game
on. Well, before we get to Group B, let's talk about Group A and the fact that everything is still possible for 3 of the 4 teams to go through, because obviously Qatar are out after not picking up any points from their opening 2 games and are the first host nation to do so in a long, long time.
Yeah, like not good enough at all.
No. But at the same time, did we not, as well, I know I certainly did we not expect this from Qatar?
I think anyone without the knowledge of them having won the Asian Cup in 2019, would say, yeah, Qatar ain't going to do anything.
Mm.
But everyone got fooled a little bit. The footballing brains went, maybe they're not that bad because they won the Asian Cup.
Yeah, you're like, no, lads.
And they were on like a 7-game unbeaten run, but then you looked at the teams they played and were like, well, no wonder they were fucking unbeaten.
Yeah. Like, the teams that they've played aren't really footballing nations.
Wasn't it like Nicaragua? I can't remember some of the others. They were like islands. They weren't like countries, they were just islands.
Yeah, small nations.
The nations that don't have as a high quality team as the rest of the teams at this tournament.
Yes. But anyway, so with the Group A fixtures, both games kicking off at 3 p.m. today. Obviously, that's how it goes with the final group games in all competitions. Ecuador versus Senegal, second versus third. A draw is enough for Ecuador to go through. Senegal do need to win, though, to have any chance of progressing.
Yeah.
How are you seeing that one looking out?
You know, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Senegal have been a bit hit and miss. They've missed Mane. I think if they have him, then you'd be rating them a little bit more highly. But
yeah,
but if Ecuador have Valencia fit still, they are the team that I rate.
Yeah, I know many of us did put Senegal as like the dark horses of this tournament.
Not all of us. Not all of us.
Not the full dark horses, but like a bit of like an underdog. Yeah, surprise package underdogs. Considering obviously they are the African Cup of Nations champions, but it has been case in point that without Mane, they do seem to struggle. Yes, they managed to get a draw last time out, but it's one of them. They won last time out against Qatar.
Yeah, they beat
3-1. Sorry, but yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting to see if they do have Enner Valencia fit in Ecuador sense.
Yeah,
because
everything seems to revolve around him, I feel. And he's the captain.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit like 10 years ago when Luis Antonio Valencia was still in the squad. Like he seemed to be the key player there.
You can't get that man out of your brain.
I enjoyed his time at United.
He wasn't always a right back, though, was he?
No, he was further up the pitch. He was just the latter end.
He was the first one, the first modern day right back.
It actually was.
He wasn't.
That's probably not even like. He was one of the first.
The innovator.
Yes. But yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting, like you say, for Ecuador. Do they have Enner Valencia fit? And if not, who does step up? Will it be Moises Caicedo or Jeremy Sarmiento? Obviously, Brighton fans know both of them really well.
Have I getting so wrong? Because I thought it was Jeremy Sarmiento. It's R and then M, and everyone keeps calling it Sarmiento.
Sarmiento. It's Sarmiento.
It's S-A-R-M. Where is this I coming from before the M? What's everyone keep saying?
We'll just call him Jeremy.
Unless that is his name and I'm wrong, then I think...
No, you've done the spelling right. S-A-R-M-I-E-N-T-O. Sarmiento?
Yeah. Everyone keeps saying Sarmiento. Like, the commentators are probably right. They've seen the name translations. But it just seems odd to me.
Well, we can just call him Jeremy. But yeah,
start criticizing a player for his name. God.
It's going to be very interesting to see, though, like I've said, what happens if Valencia isn't fit for Ecuador. And then obviously the Netherlands, they don't really have much to play for because they know that one of the other two teams have to go out and win, mainly Senegal, to progress. And so they're practically through to the round of 16.
Well, they can't lose it because if it ends in a draw, then Ecuador will go and finish top. And I feel like Netherlands would want to finish top.
Yeah.
But then again, in
100%.
my mind, I don't think it matters Group A or Group B who tops the who finishes second. I've not been impressed with any single one of the teams that go through.
No, you're 100% right. There's just no standout teams to make me think, wow, they've really grabbed this group by the scruff of the neck, and they look like they could go quite a distance.
But even if I was England, I'd like, I don't care where I finish.
Let's get on to Group B then. So both their games kicking off at 7 o'clock. Iran versus the US and Wales versus England. England are practically through because they would need a goal difference of 6 goals in favour of Wales for Wales to go through.
Something worthy of absolute termination of contract in the middle of the pitch would have to happen tonight if Wales somehow beat us 6-0.
Yeah. It's just, I don't see it happening. Do you expect Southgate to ring any changes from this one or not?
Yes and no. I don't know if you've seen, there's the report already of Henderson coming in for Bellingham.
Yeah.
I'm just depressed.
Like, that does not scream to me you're making these changes to win a tournament. You're looking to set up for the draw.
That man is practically telling us if he does that, I just don't want to lose this game.
I
think that's been. But I don't want to lose it.
I feel like that's been his motto for the whole tournament.
His whole tenure.
I'd rather draw the game than not win it.
But drawing isn't good enough if you want to top it, because how do we know the USA then don't go and beat Iran, which, well, they could smash Iran and still beat us and go top of the group, or if Iran beat USA and then Iran top the group, like, what?
Yeah. Like, it is definitely one of those that England have to finish top of the group in that sense.
Excuse me, how Wales have been in this tournament, we should be beating them.
Yeah. Absolutely. And especially on the back of them conceding 2 late goals against Iran like they did the other day. I know, obviously, playing with 10 players, so you have that disadvantage, but England should still be able to beat them.
Yeah, and at the same time, I put in balance, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the game Wales actually turned up for.
It actually wouldn't shock me if Wales win this.
It wouldn't.
How England have played
in
their 2 games at the same time.
I fully expect them to be completely up for this, and if they're not, they should be ashamed, really.
I think it's going to be one of them where we look at 9 o'clock, 20 past 9, it'll be like England have managed to somehow scrape through.
Like, in my mind, this either ends like 2-1 or a draw, or even 1-1. I don't know. I went 2-1 in the Super 6, but I'm already immediately regretting it. I've still got time to change it though.
Yes, I haven't got around to doing mine yet. I'll do it afterwards. But yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. I still don't think.
You know what? There is more chance of me winning Super 6 than Wales winning 6-0 tonight.
Yeah. Even both of them are an extreme stretch.
And yes, I will clip it up in the odd chance that it happens.
I still don't see, even if England do win this group or finish second, I still don't see them going past the quarters, though, with how they've played so far this tournament.
I'm trying to remember now. What if we do finish second? Does that put us the other side of the draw?
I can't remember how it goes.
So we got before 4-2 world chart. do the.
So if they finish first, they'll play the runner-up of Group A.
We'd actually be the first game, so we'll be on the left side of the draw, and I believe we'd be looking at playing the likes of potentially
Group D,
Argentina. And we could be playing Argentina in the quarters if Argentina go on top of the group.
Or whoever finishes second in group.
It's not going to matter. We're going to be playing a good team in the quarterfinals anyway, unless something mad happens.
Yeah. Poland, Argentina, or France are the likely of the teams.
Yeah.
In the quarterfinals. Should England even get to the quarterfinals, let's be honest.
If we don't, we can get rid of that man.
100% have to agree with you. It's just... Maybe that's just my still toxicity towards him.
You only have to look at the football. It's just
depressing.
It should be 10 times better. Look at the players that we've got.
Yeah, the quality we have of not even just the 11, but the bench and the rest of the squad.
I don't care if he can't defend. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the best right back we've got.
We have good enough centre-backs in that team that can cover him.
Maguire's actually doing decent. Like, you can trust him at this point.
100%. Which seems a weird thing to be saying as a Man United fan.
It's some weird combat. Why is he good in an England shirt, but he just can't do it enough for Manchester United? Is he just asked to do different things? Is that what it is?
He must be.
Because
as a footballer, you should be able to.
It can't be about pressure, can it?
No, because
it's the same level of pressure for both England and Manchester United. You'd think.
More for England because
you're
playing you're playing for 16 million people to win a tournament. Where Man United, it's spread over a longer period of time, like 38 games in the Premier League, the cup games, blah blah blah. So there is, or it should be, different pressures for him, and it should be harder to play for England than it should be for Manchester United. But somehow he's making it vice versa in that sense.
It's just odd.
Very strange.
Never going to understand. Let's move on to Group C.
Yep. So they play on Wednesday evening. Group D is the earlier one on Wednesday. Saudi Arabia taking on Mexico. Poland versus Argentina. Everything's still possible in this group.
Yeah, I've just seen there's a scenario Mexico can go through if they beat Saudi Arabia and then Argentina lose.
Yeah, and 4-goal difference? 4-goal difference?
They'd just go through on points.
Oh, yeah, sorry, they would do, because they'd go to 4 points and Argentina would just be on 3. Jesus. However, Mexico haven't looked the bit at all.
There's not a lot of scoring a goal.
No.
What's wrong with it?
I mean, 0-0 against Poland in the first match, 2-0 loss against Argentina the other day.
That was terrible.
What are you doing?
Yeah, this whole group has been complete. What's the word? I was going to say up in the air, but it's completely. It's got into complete disarray because Argentina just haven't been winning both of their games. Chaos is what has happened.
Everyone's expecting them to be a lot better than they actually have been.
The C in Group C stands for chaos.
Yeah, it genuinely does. I think Poland, Argentina, obviously the game to watch. Messi versus Lewandowski.
I think you'll find it's Matty Cash versus Lionel Messi.
I wasn't in positional wise, you numpty.
He's going to find a way to get near him. Knowing Cash, he's going to 2-4.
Maybe, but a bit of Messi magic. It's
just nice to see a game with 2 Villa players on the pitch.
You hope.
Hope so. Cash tried his hardest to get sent off in the last one.
Exactly. And you could hope that neither manager just springs a random change.
Well, I can't see that happening. It'd be awful if Lionel Scaloni was going to drop Lionel Messi for the biggest game of the whole tournament. No, but he's not that stupid.
Yes. I think that could be. That's the one I'm really intrigued to watch now.
Seeing Poland in this tournament, they look like they're a team that's also trying not to just lose. And I feel like they're going to make it as difficult as possible for Argentina. They're going to have 11 men beyond the ball.
Yeah. This is one where I think it has the potential to be an exciting 0-0. I don't want it to finish 0-0 because I'm bored of 0-0.
Just endless Argentina chances trying to break through.
And then like either a 90th minute Messi free kick sends Argentina through.
His free kicks have been overrated in this tournament. He's almost reaching Ronaldo territory. That's the way he's going.
Yeah, but if you remember back to 2018, Ronaldo had that one free kick against Spain to complete his hat trick. So
no, see, I'm not having it. He's one free kick in 10 years?
5 years. I mean, he was still good at free kicks at Real Madrid.
There was a verified account on Twitter that did this. It's like images that strike fear into every footballing team, and it's just the Ronaldo standing over a free kick in one of the games in this tournament. And I was like, sorry, who's afraid? The fucking other team or Portugal?
The fucking fans.
The guy in Rose.
In case he gets fucking hit. Yeah. I mean, his free kicks have gone down the way, but I think because I feel like he still tries to do his old knuckleball technique, and I feel like balls. Well, I know the balls have
He
changed a
should be
lot.
watching a few more Chris MD videos.
That was me yesterday, but anyway, enough about my personal life. Yeah, groups C. Very interesting to see how that one plays out tomorrow. Into Group D now. Australia, Denmark, Tunisia versus France. France obviously already through in that one, scoring 6 goals in the process. Anything else can happen with the other 3 teams. What are you expecting from that?
A France win. Let's start that one out of the way. That should be simple enough for them. I expect them to make a few changes though.
Maybe we'll see 1 or 2 changes. I don't expect a big set of changes from them.
Mbappe smells the golden boot. He's not getting dropped.
No, he could easily score a hat-trick in this game.
I've said that he's already on like 8 World Cup goals as well.
But in total,
yeah,
in his career, Jesus, what?
Like that's mental. These man's gonna have the World Cup goal record by. Yeah, I'll go on a limb. I think if he carries on the way he's going in this tournament, he gets it the next one. He's got to get 16 tie, I believe.
It wouldn't. Yeah, I think by 2026, as long as he stays injury-free for the next 4 years, he could easily do that.
He's got to get at least 5 in this tournament.
Oh yeah,
which I think he looks with these. He'll score. I think he scores another 2 in this one if he plays.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Then Australia, Denmark have been really poor this tournament.
Yeah, like have we all been falling into thinking they were the dark horses because they've done so well in qualifying and they looked good in the Nations League as well and had victories over France as well, but they disappointed a little bit.
Yeah, it's just so
they looked all right against France, but they just didn't hold out defensively at all.
I've been really disappointed with how they've done so far, and I think every Danish person will know that as well, that they've just not been as good as expected. Australia, a bit of a surprise to me, but then again, they played Tunisia in their last game, who I think Australia and Tunisia levels are quite similar, so it was just a matter of who won that game. So I don't think you could really see like a massive golfing difference between the two of them. I think this one's probably,
isn't it? They've had they just seem to be clinical with the one proper chance they get.
Yeah.
And then you don't see them have another good one after
that. Definitely.
Defensively, they're a bit strong.
Yeah.
They will probably try and make it difficult. I think Denmark will have a lot more of the ball than they have in the last few.
I mean, the last time these two played each other was at the 2018 World Cup, and it finished 1-1.
In my mind, I could see a draw from this, but Denmark have to go all out and win it.
Yeah, I just don't see that happening with how they've played for their 2 games so far.
Send Martin Braithwaite.
The Messiah is missing.
He always scored a great one in the France game.
Yes. I know. But yeah, I actually see Australia being the second team going through. Sorry.
So odd, ain't it? Have they ever done that? It's been a while, ain't it? You'd think they'd have got through for the last 16. I'd like to say 2002 when they really had that good team.
What was like Harry Kewell, Tim Cahill, Mark Viduka.
Yeah, them lot. Was Cahill even part of that? He'd have been young.
Oh no, he may not. I think because 2006 may have been his first World Cup.
Yeah, they still had an era when it was like they've got good quality players.
Yes, good nostalgia players. Mark Schwarzer in goal as well.
Yeah, I think he's enjoying the punditry a bit too much though.
Yes, he's definitely enjoying that. On to Group E now, and these games will take place on Thursday. These are the late games on Thursday. So you got Costa Rica versus Germany, Japan versus Spain, and anything can fucking happen in this group.
Costa Rica have blown this group wide open.
Yeah.
I didn't see Costa Rica beating Japan. I'll be honest.
No.
I don't know what happened to
None
Japan
of us did.
in that game. That was bad from them.
Yeah, it was one of the worst performances we've seen from Japan. Like, it was just so shocking compared to what they had in the first game against Germany. They just looked light and day different. But yeah, I don't know what to expect from this group. I really don't.
No, it's an odd one. Like, I expect Spain to beat Japan. Now, after that performance, I think Spain will dominate unless Japan catch them on the counter like they did against Germany and cause another shock. Then somehow Spain go out. I don't even know. Germany again. I don't like the Costa Rica are just blown this open. That's maybe think even they could nick something against Germany. We see Japan and Costa Rica go through.
Yeah, 100%. It's so strange. I mean, the one thing Spain do have in their favour is they got the goal difference. So should Costa Rica say earn a draw with Germany, and Spain were to lose to Japan, is it Spain Japan? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Spain would still go through on goal difference.
But Spain also have the secret weapon on the bench, Alvaro Morata. You doubted my thoughts on Alvaro Morata as well, and I'll take your apologies right now.
Nope. Unless he wins Spain the World Cup, I'm not apologising.
They wouldn't have won the game without him.
Meh.
But they didn't win the game with him.
Exactly.
They would have got a goal without him.
It's definitely going to be an interesting one to see what happens there in Group B, because with that Costa Rica win over Japan, it really has just gone all gung-ho for this last game, and anything can happen.
I was trying to think of a pun with BE now, and I can't really think of one.
Exciting.
It's too basic, isn't it?
I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that quickly.
Well,
the earlier game. Yes. Anyway, the earlier games on Thursday is in Group F: Canada versus Morocco, Croatia versus Belgium. Croatia and Morocco in the driving seat at the minute with 4 points each. Belgium are in third with 3, and Canada obviously already eliminated. So, well, you would have to say, as things stand, Morocco have to be the favourites to top this group, based on the fact that they've got to play Canada side that have been really poor.
Have they been poor? I'd say defensively they've been poor, and then attacking wise they've just missed that clinical edge. Really, I think. I feel for Canada a little bit because they've looked good, but it's defensively they've not been as strong.
No. Well, Croatia, Belgium in the other game in that group. I do think if Belgium don't win, then you'll see a lot of their players just retire after this one.
Well, yeah, there's dissension in the ranks.
It's just
Kevin De Bruyne saying before the World Cup started that they didn't think they could win it, which is the best thing he's ever said. The honest thing he's probably said.
Second most honest thing.
Where's the lie?
Yeah, I'd say the most honest thing he said was the other day about the man of the match who's been awarded to just the biggest name players.
I've noticed that a little bit, yeah.
That's 100% been the truth, though.
Yeah, and you see all the pics from Holder show, he's like, that's sus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was Jan Vertonghen coming out afterwards saying, I'll leave stuff. There's this behind the scenes, because that's just proof that there's something wrong in camp.
Yeah.
De Bruyne has been poor, which makes you think he doesn't give a shit.
I think because he probably.
Our expectations of you were low, but holy fuck.
Yeah. Maybe he just wants to get back to assisting Erling Haaland on a weekly basis.
That's what I'm thinking. He's missing Lukaku being on, which is his Erling Haaland for Belgium.
Well, he may be fit for Thursday's game.
This man has had enough of Michy Batshuayi bullshit.
I mean, that's not that hard.
Man Pick wants Benteke back.
I don't think it's that bad.
It is.
I don't think you'd want Benteke over Batshuayi.
I would.
Anyway, it's because you're an Aston Villa fan.
Listen, 2012 to 2015, Christian Benteke was unplayable.
Yeah, we're now 10 years, or nearly 10 years later.
We're not even now, it's 7.
Well, I was saying 10
I don't
years.
even know where he is now. He's not at Palace, is he?
He's in America at DC United.
He's at DC United?
Yeah.
Man's being coached by Wayne Rooney. No wonder he never heard of him.
That's harsh on Rooney.
How did I not know that?
Yeah, he joined earlier on in the summer.
Oh, get him signed for Las Vegas Villains.
We can't do yet because they don't exist.
Well, he'll still be playing.
Will he?
I hope so.
Right, let's finish off the last two groups then. Looking to Group G, which are the late games on Friday. You've got Serbia versus Switzerland, Cameroon versus Brazil. Again, Brazil already through to the last 16, and everything else can happen with the other 3 teams, which is interesting because it's only 2 goals for Serbia to go through. They're on -2, Switzerland are on 0, and they play Switzerland, so that's what makes it even more interesting.
Yeah, look, I'll start with Brazil first. I'll come back to Serbia. I've got stuff with them. Brazil looked alright, but did they miss Neymar? It did feel like something was missing. They weren't completely at it. Or could we just put that down to Switzerland being very well organised?
Could be. I think it's a mixture of both, that the Swiss were really organised and the Brazilians did miss Neymar. I think, though, for them...
I can't know, Brazil always seems to look better when Rodrigo's on the pitch.
Yeah, but that's because he's a really good player, though.
He's great. Put him in instead of Fred.
Yeah, I have no idea why Fred played ahead of him.
They tried to be solid in midfield, didn't they? But it stifled them creatively. And yeah.
Definitely.
Rodrigo.
Good goal from Casemiro, though.
It was a very good goal.
Hopefully he brings that back to Man United.
I don't think so. So much Ronaldo, is there?
I think, though, we'll see a better Brazil against Cameroon.
They should still win it.
Yeah, 100%. And then Switzerland, Serbia. This one I'm very excited to see. Can we see Mitrovic actually score some goals this time?
Well, he scored 1. But unfortunately, Serbia's defence is not to the standard. And it's the only reason that they're not in where Switzerland should. Well, it's not. I've lost my words completely. Serbia should have beat Cameroon. That was not on that they lost that 3-1 lead.
Yeah. It's just unacceptable at a World Cup. Like, conceding 2 goals within the space of 3 minutes is just shocking. Yeah. Considering you're 3-1 up.
Yeah, and we'll get out of line on Cameroon. Why aren't they playing Vincent Abubakar? Is it because his football style is too original for the manager as well?
Yes.
He's not traditional enough, is he?
No.
It's like when I first saw that Onana thing, I went, I get it. But then I was like, sorry, it's for the playing stuff. It's because he likes to come out of his penalty area and pass the ball. Like every other modern day goalkeeper.
It's baffling. And now the fact that he's leaving Qatar on a hole is just mental.
Yeah. Like, you feel for Onana, but he's trying to recover his career a bit after the drug stuff.
Yeah, the drug ban where he's banned for a year from football.
Yeah, and then that happens.
Yeah,
you feel for him a little bit.
Yes. Be very interesting to see where Cameroon go. Can they actually find a way of getting through to the last 16?
I'm trying to think if it's possible, but it is. They would have to beat Brazil a bit convincing and hope that Serbia and Switzerland stay as a draw. Yeah,
if that stays 0-0 and Cameroon win 2-0, then Cameroon can go through.
But that's not going to. I can't see Cameroon beating Brazil 2-0.
No.
Again, clip that up if it happens.
Yes, definitely. And finally, into Group H, Portugal already through as group winners there, thanks to Bruno Fernandes masterclass. Fuck off, Ronaldo. Didn't get involved. Didn't touch your head.
Of course he was going to claim it.
Fucking course he was.
You know it weren't his goal when he didn't sue.
Yes. He was the true Manchester United legend.
Oh, God.
Nah, but yeah, you're right. Everyone knew Ronaldo was going to try
Bruno
and claim
Fernandes is slowly starting to remind me of a younger Ronaldo. Just in attitude and everything. The man will whinge at anything, and he gets everything that goes his way.
I feel that's like a lot of top-class footballers, though. Not just Ronaldo. And, like, I feel like a low.
It's an easy comparison, I guess, because he plays for Manchester United as well.
Yes, on a weekly basis. But good game for Portugal, winning 2-0.
I'm still not fully there with them, if I'm honest.
No.
I feel like against the better team, they'd struggle. They'll be doing what they're doing against the Euros again, just trying to get extra time penalties.
Yeah. Uruguay have been a poor team so far. I mean, 2 games.
What were we thinking of Uruguay? Did we forget that it was Darwin Núñez up front?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd all been lured into a false sense of hope because of how well he started to do for Liverpool, but then he's actually shit again.
Well, they've got good players. Even Valverde's been meh.
Yeah.
Well, he's not been involved enough. They need to get him involved more. They just seem like they're trying to be more physical than quality.
Yeah, and like physicality doesn't always win you games. You've got to.
They're trying to destroy teams and beat them. But yeah, come the next game, Dave. We know who we're all in on.
Uruguay.
What? Why? Why are you not Team Ghana? They are owed.
I mean,
the receipts are coming for Uruguay.
You're not owed anything in life.
They are owed. They were cheated.
No. It doesn't matter. You're not owed anything in life.
They are owed it. It's revenge. Revenge is coming.
Nope. You're still not owed it, though. A lot of people may think it, but you are owed nothing. You've got to earn it, and they didn't.
And they're going to earn it. Ghana against Uruguay is going to be the most exciting group game of all the ones that are to come.
Is it, though, or is it just going to be a shit game?
There's so much drama. Like, it might be a crap game, but there's drama to it.
I mean, past history drama, yes.
Past history drama and the current state of the group right now.
I mean, Ghana just seem to be scoring, but also conceding every fucking 2 minutes, it seems. I mean, scored 5, conceded 5 so far in this tournament. Uruguay haven't turned up at all in this tournament. And then there's just South Korea, isn't it?
Right, South Korea haven't been good enough. Son's not fully there at all. Not good enough.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're not all in on Ghana. I thought you hated Suarez.
I do, but I love shithousery.
Oh, for God, no. It was cheating.
Yeah, shithousery.
I like shithousery as much as the next man, but that was cheating in the moment.
It may well have been, but hey, I like shithousery.
Like, and you could say that, is it? Oh no, but Ghana have been waiting for this moment for 12 years.
Again, I feel like it's just been hyped up too much. Yes, they would want their revenge, but if they just lose this game and go out, then you're like, yeah, cool. Or if it's a 0-0 draw,
it'll be like, they missed the chance. That's what everyone will be saying.
Yeah, and then say if they draw, are we just going to be keeping this motive every time they draw each other, or every time they play each other in a game in the future?
Yeah, it is like that because it's like any time we play Argentina, we're going to go, we owe them revenge for the hand of God.
Yeah, it's just stupid. It happened 40 years ago. The fucking Maradona's been passed away for 2 years now. We don't owe it. Fuck all.
Yeah, but that one is slightly different to this. This is the first time Ghana have played Uruguay since that.
Yes, but I'm hoping that whatever the outcome will be, they don't just continue to fucking milk it for the next 40 bloody years like England and Argentina have done.
Well, no, if Ghana win, that's revenge secured.
What about if it's a draw?
Well, Ghana would go through, so I guess you could still say they've succeeded.
Not necessarily, because if it's a 0-0 draw and South Korea beat Portugal, South Korea can go through.
You realise South Korea then gonna have to then score at least 2.
Yeah, I mean they've scored 2 all tournaments so far.
They're not beating Portugal. I can't see it happening.
Agreed, but it's football. Anything can happen. Let's be honest. Don't write off anything.
No, I guess not. If you're thinking like that, you'll think like that, but you won't be all in on Ghana destroying Uruguay.
Yep.
For the sake of revenge.
Yep.
You're very picky.
I
know. Never makes sense of you. Was that all? Then, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe that is all the World Cup talk. Outside of the World Cup, not a lot has actually happened this past week. Rangers have appointed Michael Beale as their manager, replacing Giovanni van Bronckhorst. So that means QPR are on the lookout for a new manager. In the Championship, Wigan have appointed Kolo Touré as their manager, so he leaves after being Brendan's assistant for the last 5-6 years, I want to say.
Actually, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does seem like forever.
Something on Michael Beale, he used the honesty and integrity line in an interview on QPR like last month when he turned down Wolves. Yeah, that had about as much weight to it as a Tory politician saying it.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone knew that as soon as Rangers came available, he was going to take it.
I haven't seen any of the interview lines, but I bet he comes out with the line, well, the Rangers are the only club that I could say yes to.
Yeah, I was never going to leave them for another Premier League club.
So, I just don't why do they do these interviews and make themselves look stupid?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we get you as Gerrard's assistant at Aston Villa.
You're telling me there's a chance Stevie G can come back?
Oh, please no. Just keep that man away from football for a short time. He can come back next season.
Like, have you noticed what he's been up to in the time that the World Cup has been on? This man is taking any sort of sponsorship that he can get.
I'm not surprised. What's he been up to?
He did one on his Instagram for like those the balls and attached. The balls attached, something for that. That was on Instagram. And then I heard his voice in like I can't remember what it was because a car advert.
Oh God!
Like the man's
everywhere.
Did they not
have to have subtitles up for it?
Did Villa not pay you enough for in compensation? I can't escape him. No, there's the FA Cup as well.
Yes, we
comes to my mind. Yeah, we didn't get Man United.
Yeah, we've got actually some good ties. We've got Man United. Man United play Everton at home. Manchester City have drawn Chelsea. They're two of the standout fixtures.
No, it was Liverpool Wolves.
Liverpool Wolves. Brentford versus West Ham.
Brentford West Ham, yeah.
Bournemouth versus Burnley. I think that could be a good game to watch. So yeah,
it's something that screams our year. It's when all the Premier League teams are playing each other, and the Villa go and get a League Two team at home.
You playing again? I've completely.
Stevenage.
Oh yes.
No easy feat though. I believe they're top of the League Two or close to that.
Second, 5 points behind Leyton Orient.
Still a decent team, shouldn't be taken lightly.
Yes.
But we have the knockout cup expert. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've got to wait until January anyway for these fixtures to take place. The weekend,
the best weekend in all of football.
The weekend of the 7th of January. Well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Speaking on the women's game, I think, if I'm correct, round 4 of the men's FA Cup and round 4 of the women's FA Cup is taking place the same weekend.
I would not know, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I haven't kept
it's
up on that one, but
I'm
if
sure
they do want to keep up on the women's football news, and if they start getting interested in women's football, where can they get that?
It is, of course, at Women's Football Talk on YouTube, where we upload twice weekly previews and reviews and any breaking stories that come out during the week. And obviously follow us on Twitter at WF Talks as well. Also on Instagram as well.
Yes. Go subscribe. We want 500 subs by the end of the year. Damn it, do it.
We should reach that because we are good enough.
But that's the most Ronaldo thing you've ever said.
I mean, you got to have faith.
And now
Wait, that's George Michael.
Yeah. But Lord God, don't start singing it.
No, don't worry, I wasn't planning on.
We don't have a Patreon yet for that.
Plus, I don't like singing at 25 past 11.
Yeah, but that
not that specific time, but it's the morning I don't do singing.
Just don't like singing in general.
Yes. Anyway, we'll be back later on this week once the group stages are all done and dusted to have a look back on the final match day and ahead to the knockout rounds, which I believe starts Saturday.
Whenever December 3rd is.
Saturday.
It is, yeah, cool. Beautiful. So,
yep.
Right, Thursday or Friday? I don't know if we could get 2 podcasts. Then do you want to review the whole group stage and then do a preview for the last 16?
You can do. We can discuss it in due course anyway. But in the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts from, and that you're following us on YouTube as well, where we upload the podcasts in full. But until then, it's goodbye from me.
You did the old intro.
Did I?
The old outro. Just fucking say goodbye. They don't care what I think.
All right, goodbye.
I'm not going to see them.